Now, look here. I don't mind...
We want a group of obviously masculine men to take up knitting. Do it perfectly casually in public places.
Do you think I'm strong enough?
I'm quite serious. Half the women who were knitting for us last year are now learning to drive ambulances and run buses.
Do I get to trim a hat?
You don't seem to have caught the idea of the organization you've just joined, Mr. Biscopoulos. We're people who won't be able to get into the actual fighting. We resent that fact. So we take our resentment out in doing our best to help when and how we can.
Well, I'm not backing out. I can't knit because I don't know how. That settles it.
Report to Mrs. Van Every. She's our best instructor. Or do I tear this up?
Okay, knit.
And take your hat.
Okay, hat.
Now, you just sit down with the rest of the girls, and I'll be glad to show you. Now, let me look at your hands. Yes, they're really very clever hands. You should have no trouble at all. Now, the first thing you do is to learn how to hold the needles. Now, you hold the knitting in this left hand, so. Yeah. Yes, and now, here, you take the needle. We'll educate those little piggies. You take the needle and stick it so into the stitch, you see? And then make a loop and throw the yarn over and bring it through. Come, 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 come. And here, now you try one, you see? Now, here, hold the needle in this hand. Yes. Now you see how simple it is. Now. Now I'm going to show you how to rib. You knit one, just as you've been doing, and then you purl one. Now, this is a pearl, not the kind that you got before swine, but P-U-R-L. Now, look here, you bring your needle so from the back to the front. That's the boy, yes. And throw the yarn over in front instead of in back. That's the difference between a pearl and a knit. There, you did it. Bless its heart. Now, take it out. There you have it. Now, you see, he's knitting one, purl one, knit one, purl one. Be calm, be patient, be exact.
Oh. Hey, could you help me? I dropped me pearl. I'm beginning to like it.
Your mind is a pioneer, and pioneers are always persecuted because of their great moral bravery.
Sure, moral bravery.
Boss, people are watching.
So what?
What do you want them to think?
Will you look out? I almost dropped a stitch.
Oh, for Pete's sake,
I'll
Joe.
pipe down. Mrs. Van Every, this is the Crunk, my driver.
How do you do, Mr. Crunk?
Take off your hat. Take that cigarette out of your mouth. Now, sit down. Give him the needles.
Oh, don't be alarmed, young man. Let me look at your hands.
Go on, show the old goat your hands. Where's your moral bravery?
Let me see, yes. They look as though they'd be quite skillful at picking up things. Now, the first thing you do is learn how to hold the needles. You hold this in this hand.
Joe!
And then you hold the other needles so.
You take the one gimmick and you stick it in here like this, and then you take the string and put it between the two gimmicks. Then you take it and you just haul it off. That's all there is to it.
Hey, Crunk.
This thing kind of gets you.
Did you show him how to pearl?
I haven't gotten to that yet, boss. You know, Joe, you shouldn't have had to leave me at that knitting table with all those wacky wrens.
Well, I had to. I wanted to talk to the head of the joint while that dame was out the way.
How'd you do?
I think we're in. She's going to tell her where to get off tomorrow. Hey, get to bed. You got an early call in the morning.
How you making out with that iceberg, Joe? Did you thaw out yet?
I got a better idea. I'm working my way around it. Good night.
Good night.